and good evening, and welcome to Friday Night Live. I am GriffinGamingRPG, and I am here with my good friend, co-producer, co-host, and the man who is the coest of all coes, Fast Cart. Hey, buddy, how are you tonight?
Was it cold before bros?
Cold, yeah, cold before broco. Maybe you're a broco. I call you a broco. A broco, maybe, okay. Huh? Hey, well, good. It's good to have you, man. How are you been?
I'm on. How about yourself? I had to get in a bad joke at the very beginning to make you face palm.
Oh, yeah. Let's try not to let my face fall too much tonight, because this is a special night, so I want to kind of keep myself in a good space. I've had a rough day today, Fast Car. Today was really crazy.
You know, my job is to entertain you and give you a good laugh, or even a bad laugh. So if I give you a bad laugh, that'd be worth it.
Yeah, but lean more toward the good laughs. Those are better for me than bad laughs are. No, I had a really rough day today, and so we were trying to get things together for tonight. As most of you all know, we do two shows, a Friday night show, a Sunday night show, but we're also hosting and sponsoring the Star Citizen for the community on tomorrow. And so just trying to still get some last minute things going and just kind of prep for the weekend. And it was just kind of a really weird day. My real life work got bogged down. Stuff I would have had completed on yesterday didn't get finished until 8 o'clock tonight, and so it just threw me behind big time. But I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here with our community as always, and we've got some news to share tonight. We'll save it for a little bit later, but we've got a lot of good stuff to talk about tonight. You got your Purple Rain shirt on tonight. Tell everybody what's up with that.
I didn't get to wear them at the other day, so it's making a repeat performance. 2 Tuesdays ago, I did a all Prince show on that 80s show with Miss Huck on the base radio. So you can't really access it because I believe the rotation is over, but I had fun. It was a blast. And a lot of people who there heard songs they never heard before. There was a Jungle Love version done by Prince that I played, and people seemed to enjoy that. It was like, that's Prince? That sounds just like More Day. Like there are some subtle differences, but it definitely was Prince.
Yeah. If you don't know very much about them at that level, it's very easy to mix up so much stuff between Prince, Morris Day, Sheila E. I mean, there was so much stuff back then. There was so much crossover because of his not only producing so much of the stuff, but also writing so much of the stuff. So
yeah, I can't even tell the difference between Apollonia 6 and Vanity 6.
Yeah.
I still don't know the difference sometimes.
Yep. No, you're right. But that's cool. Nice shirt. I like it. I haven't watched Purple Rain in years, so that would probably be a great movie to kind of pull out and watch, because I literally have forgotten most of it. But anyway, it's good to see everybody here. Fist to Face, we see you out there. Let's give a shout out to Fist to Face. For those of you who didn't notice tonight, Fist was on. We were hosting him about 30 minutes before the show started, and he was putting out some really nice music tonight, and we're going to be having him do that for our Sunday show now. So you guys will know 30 minutes before he's going to put, or I don't know if it's going to be 30 minutes, 15. We haven't completely decided, but he's going to run some good party music for us before our show starts. So Fist, awesome job tonight. Thank you. Appreciate it. Moriar,
yeah, good going.
Moriar, good to see you. Colossal, as always. Special K, Ops Chief, as always, and the man Gomab. Gab Gomab's out there tonight, so it's good to see everybody. It's a funny night. It's a Friday, right? Weather's kind of nice. Admiral Kusanagi, hey Admiral, good to see you. Tonight,
I'm gonna turn my AC on today.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, well, it's supposed to be like here.
Almost.
Tomorrow, it's supposed to be like 85 degrees here with winds of over 50 miles an hour. So it's going to be, good on one end.
May.
I know.
The 1st of May.
I know. Well, no, they said we're going to be 20 degrees over what it would normally be. So that's unusual. That's too soon. That's too soon for us to get that type of heat. But I what was I going to say? I was getting ready to say something about
the music.
No, it was past the music. It was what I was going to say is tonight they were going to drop a new patch for Star Citizen. If you guys didn't know about it, that might be why we're kind of a little low on numbers tonight. Forget Colossal. We're not talking about Florida at this time. But they did drop a new patch. We're in 13.1.1 or something like that. I don't know what that patch consists of. If it's a lot of stuff, if it's just fixes. But I'm sure the alarm bells went off right about 10 o'clock, lit after 10 o'clock, and everybody's probably trying to see what's going on with that tonight. So our numbers may be a little bit low tonight, and that's okay. We are happy to have the people who are here tonight. FC there's some stuff, each week we've been kind of showing some things that are kind of dealing with either gaming. We've been talking about Elite the last few weeks. But I saw a video this week that really stuck out with me, and I don't know if you got a chance to see it. It was the new character creator for Unreal Engine 5. Have you seen it yet?
I didn't get a chance to see. I saw the link for it. I have it up right now.
You haven't watched it.
I watched it with you.
Okay, no, I just didn't know if you've seen it or yet. Okay, because I hadn't seen it. But the reason why I want to show it is because there's been, as you guys know, we've been dealing with the character creator for a long time in Star Citizen. I think the character creator is very, very cool. The one that we have. Now, of course, it's not as extensive as I would like it to be, but I actually think that they're going in a very cool direction with giving us the control. Okay, Colossal says it was 13.1, just dropped as official like 5 minutes ago. Okay, thank you, Colossal.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
All right, awesome. So anyway, Star Citizen's way of doing it is very foreign. So it was when it first came out, right? The hybrid and taking certain faces and trying to do more, doing blending, which most games didn't deal with blending. They kind of dealt more with giving you just a plain face, and you just kind of,
a preset.
Yeah, grabbed whatever you needed.
Deal with it.
Yeah. And grabbed it, you tweaked it, But I do, and of course they've always told us it's an early iteration of the game, so we know it's going to go further than it is. Now, the reason what I want to talk about though, Fast Cart, is when we watch this, I want you to see that there are elements in Unreal's engine that CIG has put in their engine. And if CIG steps theirs up in the same way of blending that the Unreal Engine does, it's going to be amazing. It really is going to be amazing. What were you going to say?
But before you play it, I just want to say, like, in the very beginning, 2012, even today, some people say, why don't CIG just switch to Unreal? And it's like, that's a whole ball back.
You're right. No, but I'm glad you're saying that, because people don't know about that. A lot of people came in later.
And I'm thinking, as soon as people see this thing, that whole argument will come up again, especially with the similarity.
I guarantee you. And the other reason why I'll guarantee you that they'll do it is because Unreal is saying that they could use this engine, this character creator, in other games. So they've already said that. So I'm sure they're going to be people like, hey, they should just go use that. But I think if CIG, and I think this is what I think CIG was ahead of this, because they said they've been working on this for years. Unreal Engine says they've been working on it for years. So what we're going to show you guys, it's 3 videos, but I've edited so that it's just one long video. Okay. We'll drop the links in for you guys and you can look at them. The first one and the last ones are just like 1.5-minute trailers. The one in the middle is about 5 or 6 minutes long, and it's a description. And then you guys we'll talk about it afterward. So I'm going to bring in, we've got a couple people in the room already. We've got Pops in Space and Fist to Face. I'm going to bring them down here, and then we're going to go ahead and watch this very first video. So let's get them and bring them down to the studio. Pops, Fist, how are you guys doing?
All right.
Good.
Good show today.
Yes, thank you. You guys did a great job. Great job as always. Good music as always. All right. Have either of you guys seen the new Unreal Engine character creator? Let me ask you that before we start.
No, I didn't know about it.
Okay, good. A lot of us didn't. They've only been put out a couple videos on it, but they put it officially now out, the trailer. So we're gonna.
I believe I did.
Okay, it's just recent. It would have been just recent if you've seen it. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. Okay, let me turn off our music. Let me switch our screen, and then we're going to check this out. This is called, they call it meta-human. Now I'm going to tell you, this is pretty amazing stuff. It's actually scary, but I want you guys to check it out.
I am a meta-human, the next generation of digital human powered by Unreal Engine. Meta-humans are high-fidelity digital characters created by you, the user, on our new content creation platform, MetaHuman Creator. I am fully rigged, ready for animation and motion capture, allowing you to work in context. With everything running live in Unreal Engine, my motion works seamlessly.
On other characters. I have 8 levels of detail and have been tested on a wide range of hardware platforms, from feature film to mobile. If you're interested in learning about my animation rig or high-fidelity deformations, built on Control Rig, the new strand-based hair system via the Groom component, or how everything is tied together and animated in Sequencer, then have a look under the hood in this project. This is just a glimpse of things to come.
You create the narrative.
I am MetaHuman.
Initial spark for the metahuman idea was just the fascination with digital characters in CG. To us, digital humans are something magical even, and infinitely complicated. MetaHuman Creator is a cloud stream application that lets anybody create high-fidelity digital characters. What used to take months now takes minutes, and people don't even have to think about all the technical steps that they normally would need to take.
We're going after 3 really hard problems, and we're not compromising on any of those. Outright quality that you'd expect in a AAA game for a digital human, making sure that anyone can use this tool, that anyone can create a character in minutes or hours that used to take weeks and months. And all of that has to work at that fidelity with rigged and ready to animate in-engine in real time.
This topic, previously reserved only for teams with large budgets and a large amount of time, now is accessible to everybody, and even to people outside of the industry.
It's like really a very robust but very simple to use system, and it's really a joy when you just sit there in front of the tool and you can just like focus yourself on the sheer creativity and get excited about exploring.
The MetaHuman Creator uses a library of real scans of people. So when you move the handles around to create a character, you're mixing together these different parts of real people to create something that's still really believable and lifelike and has personality. But it's not just creating the shape of the face. You can also choose wrinkles applied to the face to make the character look older. But we're not just applying this as a texture onto the face. We also subtly change the geometry of the face at the same time to make sure those wrinkles really match with the shape of the face and just bring the whole thing together into a realistic and believable character.
One of the really cool features that you get out of the box with the MetaHuman Creator is that you're essentially focused on creating a high-quality character, but at the same time you get multiple levels of details.
We take the hugely detailed strand-based hair and turn that into carb-based groom and then into a simple helmet. We take the geometry of the face and make simplified versions of that. We also simplify the materials so that you can use these characters in a crowd or on a range of different devices. It's also creating a new rig for the character, which controls how they move, how they emote, and that really brings life to the character.
And then there's this other moment when you hit play and it comes to life. And that's really the benefit of being real time and always generating this fully rigged version of the face. Is you hit play and it moves, it's alive.
And this person who's come from your imagination that doesn't exist in real life is suddenly there looking at you, smiling at you. That is kind of magical.
When you look at MetaHuman Creator or things we're doing with Quixel Megascans, the things that are coming in Unreal 5, I think the type of content we're going to see from very small teams and individuals is going to be a massive shift.
MetaHuman can be your endpoint. It can be the character that goes into your game. But it can also be your starting point where you start creating your own layers on top of what MetaHuman provides. I feel that we've accomplished something truly remarkable here by creating these digital characters with which you can empathize. Our whole team spent years designing this database and these rigs, and we're so excited to give this back to the community around the world.
I could be one of many.
Je pourrais être architecte.
Ou guide.
Quizá un artista.
You create the narrative. I am MetaHuman.
Okay, stop the planet. I need to get off.
You can go to their site and register to have access to this. They give you an hour's worth of time to monkey around with it. And I think that once the hour is up, you can go back and re-register again and come back to it again and again. Yeah, let me start with Pops. Pops hasn't seen it. He said he hadn't seen it. Pops, what do you think of this thing that they did?
Well, But I saw the piece with the Orient. I just saw about a couple of seconds. My son was doing something. I was walking by.
Okay.
And he later on talked about it. I didn't know what he was really talking about, but this is my first time really seeing the whole thing. And I mean, it's just a tiny bit away from man.
Yeah, very close, right?
It is just a tiny bit away.
Okay, Fist, what about you?
Yeah, I watched some of the video about a few days ago because it popped up in my YouTube feed, and I didn't see how detailed this could go, and I'm blown away. I'm pretty blown away, and I have to say, yeah, I think who said it right? Pickleskin said this could start wars. He's right.
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah.
Anything like this, how realistically this can be.
Yeah.
You can create somebody's picture, and then, I mean, this is kind of almost on that territory.
Yeah.
You know.
Ain't got nothing on this.
Yeah, because I mean,
if I can say
go
something,
ahead, Pops.
Remember the software Adobe had?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm getting ready to go into.
Okay, go ahead.
That's exactly what I'm getting ready. Because I don't know if anybody knows about this. A while back, about a good few years ago, Adobe came out with a software where what you could do is you could take a person's voice just from a few sentences, and you can now basically have that person's voice say whatever you want them to say.
Yep.
And I mean, without any artifacts or anything.
Yep.
And I remember Jordan Peele was demonstrating this on stage, and he said it himself at that time. He said, whoa, this is scary because what you can do with this is very dangerous if it can get into the wrong hands.
It has already come up. In fact, during the elections, they were already talking about the software being used where they actually have the software now where even not only the voice and words, but now they match it to a video that was shot of you. Like, let's say the president is standing at a podium. When you say the words, it actually changes the graphics of the mouth so that it looks like they're actually saying the words that you are saying. So the technology is, and here's the thing, right? Most of the technology, by the time it gets to us as the consumer, we already know it's behind. That there's stuff way further down the road. You know what I mean? And they're just talking about this in relation to gaming. So you can imagine, like you said, if you took it to another level, it could be, it's so cool and promising, but at the same time, it also lends itself to some scary stuff, right? I've been scared. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been scared ever since green screen came into the world, to be honest with you. I really have been. No, I know. I'm gonna tell you why. I'll never forget the first time I went and watched a football game that was fully digital. When I watched all the stuff they put on the screen, and I knowing, understanding technology, saying they could put anything on that screen they want on television, and most people, when they see it, would believe it. Even the game could be manipulated, and people would not know the difference. But, I'm just saying that, the fact you have a live audience there, that's fine. But I'm just saying you can create some scenarios where there's no audience to tell whether something really took place or whether someone actually said something. So, yeah, this is one of those things that as we get into technology, there's the whole, what's made for good, nuclear energy, right? That can take care of people in a very economical way, but also creates the bomb, right? So it's always that matter of which side you want to be on. Fast Car, this is your first time seeing it. What did you think?
I just got to give them, well, first of all, I just want to give them props for using people of color in most of their demonstrations. You rarely see that in demonstrations. I got to give them props for that. Second of all, it was hard for me to tell sometimes. I mean, maybe because it's on Twitch or because the quality isn't there, but hopefully if it was like full quality HD and everything like that, I'll be able to tell better. But I had to, even looking at the lips, I had trouble telling because I have a hearing impediment. So I like to read lips in order to fully more understand what people are saying, and the lip movement is pretty good on this. Like, probably because the frame per second between YouTube and Twitch that might be throwing it off. Like, but maybe if I were to see it in game, it'll be even better. Like above 60 hertz or whatever. But yeah, I'm impressed.
Okay. And if you guys saw on the wheel earlier, they showed, I'll see if I can find it. Did you guys see the hybrid wheel that they were using? There's a wheel. Okay. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Where you saw them grab different faces. See right there? Whoops, sorry. Let me go back. See right there?
Oh, yes.
They grabbed the 3 different faces and pull from those to do it, which is very similar to what Star Citizen only does it with one face. You have to change them. But here they're using 3 simultaneously and then blending that way. Or, like they showed earlier, they just grab certain options that they already had that were pre-done, like hairstyles, beards, mustaches, things. But they still have the flexibility. There's another video that's out, it's much longer. This guy does a detailed piece on it. And it's really amazing to see the level that you could go to, and in a short amount of time. That's the other thing, because they talk about the fact that this normally would have taken days, and this is minutes creating a character now, you know, at that level. So go ahead, Fast Cart.
Can I say one more thing? So I just want to say, like, in a lot of video games, when you try to create a person of color to be your character, it's most of the time it's just a dark skin on top of a Caucasian person. It doesn't really look right. This looked pretty good. I have to really give them props for that.
But you know what, Fast Cart? It's not just color, right? Because it's also. Take a look at the Asian character. Take a look at the older, elderly character. I mean, they talked about the fact that even in the aging process, they're going to make it so that the skeletal part of it, the rig, changes to accommodate it. Because normally all you would do is just slap wrinkles over the same rig, but they're making it so that it actually ages, literally, even the physicality of the body. So everyone has different features. Like you said, it's not just skin tone. People from Africa, their facial features are more rounded. They have certain other features. People from Nordic places have more narrower things. Those are the things that you normally don't get a lot of control over. And this is pretty intense. You know, if they ever get to a point, and I know they ban it, but could you imagine if they ever get to the point where you take someone's photo and it just automatically imports it in there? That's going to be a whole. I don't know if they'll ever do that. I think that's you have to worry about all types of stuff when you start doing that. You know,
in 2018 CitizenCon, in 2018 CitizenCon, they introduced dream slicing. That was in 2018, and that was like, you know, only 3 years ago, and this takes it to a new level.
Yeah, it does. And even when they did the scans of folks who were CIG, you know, several people got their faces scanned to be put in the game. They're not going to put their faces in the game. They're just bringing their faces in and then pull elements from it. In fact, on that one video reunion, I kind of felt like that black guy that came out of the big fortress kind of had a little bit of Myers features in his face, because I know Meyer was one of the people who got scanned, but it may not have been. But anyway, I thought this was interesting. We put the link. I think Fast Cart put the link in for you guys for those 3 videos. Feel free to take a look at them.
I just did one. I don't have the other 2.
All 3 of them should be in the. They're in the Discord. They're in the Discord.
Oh, the Discord. Okay,
yeah, they're in there. Yeah. So you guys can take a look. If you bring up one, the other ones come up on the side, so you'll be able to find it. Okay. All right. Okay. Very cool. All right. Let's move on. As we mentioned, we got patch 13 last week. Folks have been kind of dabbling in it, and as you guys know, we are already in the month of May, and at the end of this month, Invictus will be coming up. Pops, let me ask you, last year, did you get to visit Invictus?
Oh yeah. I was there.
Yeah, did you spend money in Invictus, or were you just a tourist?
No, I was just a tourist at that time.
Okay.
That time I was just getting in the game.
Okay.
And I wanted to see the javelin. I was climbed all over it. I was just, you know.
Yeah.
So this year we get to go inside.
Yeah, absolutely. Fitz, what about you last year?
I don't know if Pops remembers, bro. We spent money.
Maybe he's trying to forget. Maybe he wants to forget. I don't know. Maybe that's the deal. I don't know.
Spent money. I believe we spent some money on that one. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't as much as IAE, right? But I know we spent some money. But
right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, this is what the page says. It's just every year in May, we gather to celebrate Invictus Launch Week, though a time to honor those in the Navy and other armed forces for their tireless service for the UEE, aerospace, and defense manufacturers across the galaxy. Also take the opportunity to showcase their vehicles designed for or influenced by the military. It's going to be May 21st will be the kickoff for it. Get a rare first-hand glimpse of the Navy's most fearsome destroyers, corvettes, and carriers as they make their way through Stanton in a fleet that's bigger and better than ever before. You can even tour an in-service Javelin destroyer, the UEE's Warhammer. As soon as you step on board, you'll feel the history of this iconic behemoth. So yeah, that's the deal for Invictus. Fast Cart, what about you? I know you were there last year, right? You got a chance to look around?
There.
Yeah?
I was there. I got the trench coat.
Okay, you got the trench coat?
Yeah, I had fun. And yeah, like you said, the Javelin and seeing all the fireworks and everything, I really enjoyed it. I didn't, and Twitch stream went crazy over Invictus, so that was a lot of fun too.
Yeah. Well, May 21st through June 1st, gang. So it's going to be a good, 8 days. It's going to be 10 days almost. 10 days, yeah.
10 days,
yeah.
10 days. Sure.
Yep. And so the schedule, we've got it up there on the screen for you right now. On the 21st and the 22nd, even though it's only 5 slots there, or 6 slots, understand it's because some things are doubled up. On May 21st and 22nd, RSI, Consolidated Outland, Argo, and Origin. On the 23rd and 24th, everybody gets 2 days. Will be Aegis. Aegis has got the bigger fleet, so that's why they get 2 days. May 25th and 26th, we got Crusader, Tumbril, and Misk. And on the 27th and 28th, Anvil, our other big military manufacturer. The 29th and 30th, at the very end again, is Drake. It'll be interesting to see.
I wonder what kind of shenanigans they're going to get into this
year.
Well,
I'm curious to whether or not they're actually a part of Invictus, because last year they didn't even want to put them on the schedule. So this year they may have went on ahead and adopted them, which means that maybe Drake, it'd be interesting. There's some ships on the roadmap that have no name. They're anonymous. We don't know what they are. And it'd really be interesting to see if Drake decided to drop something in that allows Invictus to say, okay, you guys are actually doing something military level, and it'd be interesting to see if they did that. Maybe like the Drake Corsair, maybe, nope. But it'd be interesting to see if they did drop something in, something new. Let's see.
May 31st in June.
Yeah, and it May 31st in June, right, is the finale. That's the old wrap up of everything. Pops, which day are you looking forward to going to? Just pick one. You only get to pick one day. If there was one day you could go to, which one would you go to?
Well, we have Hercules, so they're saying that Crusader, the Hercules, they're trying to make sure it's getting in the show.
Listen, that sucker better be in the show, because they faked us out with that trailer last year where everybody woke up and ran down into that auditorium and it was an MSR sitting there instead of a C2. So I don't care if that sucker's empty or whatever, there better be a C2.
Griffin's not bitter. He's not bitter at all.
There better be a C2 sitting there. Fast Cart, I'm sorry, Fist, what day would you pick if you were going?
I'm gonna have to go the same day, because that's what I bought. I got the M2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, cool. All right.
Yeah.
Fast Cart, what about you?
I'm going to go the opposite of what most people say. I'm going to pick a day that I'm not going to spend money on. I'm going to go Aegis because I want to see the Redeemer, and I know I'm not going to buy it. So I just want to see how pretty it is, because I think Redeemer will probably be out by then.
Yeah, that would be another good ship for them to drop, wouldn't it? You're absolutely right. Yeah. Okay.
Forgot about that one.
Okay. Yeah, the Redeemer.
Right?
It's on the schedule. Yeah. I'm going to push for the first day, because they gave us a glimpse the last week of the Taurus.
I wonder why.
And I'm hoping that the Taurus will be there. Well, no, it wasn't even because of Origin, to be honest with you. No reason. I own them all, so there's no reason. But I am curious to see whether or not RSI puts out something, and Argo too, to be honest with you. Argo's trying to step up their game a little bit, so it'd be interesting to see if they're going to put out something. So, okay. Those are all good, guys. Very good. Cool. Very good. All righty, chat. Thank you guys again for being here with us tonight. Don't forget, we've got a special announcement to make tonight, and we've got a special machinima tonight that we're going to surprise you guys with too. So actually, we got several machinimas tonight that we're going to surprise you guys with, and I think you'll be pretty happy with them. Let's go ahead and jump into ISC. Okay, we had an interesting ISC on yesterday. It was opened up on about armor, and then the second half was on Orison, and they gave us a really cool white box view of Orison. But we're going to take a look at this thing with armor, and then we'll get the guys in the room's feedback. Don't forget, if you guys want to join us, you can come into the chat and chat with us. Trust me, this is the night you want to do it. If you ever want to talk to us, this is the night to do it. So just check on the link that pops up and you guys can come in and hang out with us. And of course, anything you want to share about the show, you can do that as well. So let's jump into ISC.
We want the universe to feel diverse. We're trying to build worlds that have multiple communities, right? And we want the universe to feel like there's so many things out there, so many things that are unknown.
So the plan for the character team, as far as new PU assets, we are making a much stronger push towards new armors. So all that said, let's look at some of the armors we've been working on.
My favorite is going to be the heat suit, because it's the first of its kind where it mainly focuses on fabric.
This is not a modular armor, so the silhouette of it can be quite different because it doesn't have to mix and match like other armors do. So we could go with a much different, larger kind of silhouette that shows that there's a lot of protection on this armor from the very high heat surrounding.
We had one version that didn't make it to the final, but it's really cool. We had one where it had vents where if the suit would overheat too much, the players would push a button or something and just steam would just come out. It's a cool idea. However, the rule of cool doesn't always work. We also want the armors and clothing to look like they serve that purpose of whatever that function is. The players have to feel really good when they wear it. Mentally and also visually, they have to be like, oh, that's exactly what I want to wear. I feel proud to be wearing this.
I've played too many games where I was playing a support or utility, and I got stuck in some really crappy looking, lame outfit. I think the one that I'm most happy about of this particular group is the Gray Cat one. It was nice to go and approach like a utility armor and say, no, this gun's gonna look cool. You could actually rock this thing and it's gonna look nice.
We had several kickoffs before we even concepted this armor. When we were given the manufacturer Gray Cat, we were like, well, what is something that's already existing in the Star Citizen universe that we can reference off of? And the multi-tool was a godsend for us because we pretty much took a lot of those design cues, added additional references. The concept artist went and spent about a week just gathering references. We married the two together.
The armor archetypes that were introduced at CitizenCon 2 years ago have been a really big help for us on the art side of things. It's given us the direction for really to inform what we want to see visually on our armors. So when we know what an armor's best at, what is its, we can help visualize that in our actual concepts. So if an armor is going to be for mining, we can show that there's function on the armor, that it can gather resources better. It definitely has been good with us to collaborate with design and also with narrative very early in the process, so that before we put pen to paper, we have direction and we are all aligned on what we're going to be making.
Most of the time, it starts off with design. Design will look at the overall game and be like, hey, this functionality does not exist, or this armor does not exist, and we need this type of armor. They will then run that through narrative and also double check with design directors to make sure that that is in line with what we want to build in the game. And then once they have a general consensus of like this is the type of armor that we like, or this is the type of clothing that we would like, then they would contact us, and the design team will then implement it into the game, and then the writing team will write those pretty blurbs in our game that explains all the lore.
So the RS Heavy, this one is much more bulky and armored, but it still shares the same design language that you see in the RS, the manufacturer influence of a lot of wrapped cloth areas, and this is still getting that very tactical sort of vibe, something like a SWAT officer you might see. Similarly, with the variants, you can see we carried over the variants that you see before, so the Arctic Ops, the Black Ops, and also the Fallout versions. And similarly, they have new helmet fronts as well, so we get the geo changes as well as just the material variants. So this armor here, we don't actually have an official name for it yet. So, the armor. This is the armor that has no name for now. Hopefully, by the time it comes out, we've solved that problem. One thing that is unique about it it is a modular armor. However, there are pieces of geometry like the breathing hose or cowl here that normally would not work with our modular system.
There is this one thing that the character team we have talked about before in previous panels and stuff, and which is Theta Geo, where if we pair 2 or more items together, a very unique geo would then be added on. So visually, they would look the best.
Basically, this is geometry that only turns on when all the necessary pieces are there. So when the torso is there and when this helmet is there, then you see the breathing tube appear and also the cowl. So this is something we'd like to feature on other armors going forward where needed. So it allows us to push silhouettes and forms that are more unique while still working with our modular system. So I think for players to be able to have a character that they can modify and create a look that they really are excited about, I think it's very important. I think that and also when you're talking about an entire player base, you know, it doesn't have to be for everybody, right? The point is that there's a large variety and we're only going to continue to add to that. The challenge is that there are very specific rules when you have armor that has to be cut up in exactly a certain way. Like there are volumes we have to stick by. This has to be there, this has to be here, and so things don't clip. The challenge is that if you think about dozens and dozens and dozens of armors all, you know, holding that rule set to be true, how do you create unique silhouettes then? Because they all have to mix match. So that's one of the things we are looking into with some of the tech we're pushing right now, where certain pieces of geometry only turn on when those specific pieces are connected. And in addition, we are going to make some armors like the heat suit where it is bespoke. It isn't swappable just because it has a very, very unique silhouette, and we wanted to keep that. So those might be more the exception, but we do have room for that stuff as well. So, but yeah, being able to customize your character in a game is very important. So that's something we're only going to be offering more choices, not less. So.
With the new archetypes first mentioned at CitizenCon 2949, leading to a new design and feature-driven pipeline for armor creation over the last year, the future of Star Citizen's character defense has never been brighter or more versatile.
Okay, let's stop there. Let's welcome Uri. The smoke is here. What's up, Uri? Am I saying it correctly, Uri?
Yeah, it's Uri.
Uri. Okay, Uri. Awesome. Good to have you with us, man, again.
Thank you.
Good. Let me go back to Pops real quick. Pops, are you digging any of the armor you saw?
Oh yeah, the one with no name.
The armor with no name. Okay.
Armor with no name.
Okay. Anything in particular you liked about it?
Oh, it reminds you of man, what was it? Commanded Shepherd and all little.
Yeah.
And Mass Effect. Yeah.
Okay.
It reminds me of two characters in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Fist, what about you? What did you think about that segment on armor?
I'm gonna echo Pops on my dad on this one. Because that's exactly what I saw. I mean, I want all of them. Don't get me wrong. I want all of the armor that we've seen and displayed, but the no name one, because it resembled Tally Normandy and of Garrison. I believe his name in Mass Effect. That hood. Oh man, I gotta have it.
Pretty awesome. Yeah. Uri, what about you? Anything stand out?
They all, like, all the armors on themselves they look okay. I'm not really impressed by it.
Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Like, I'm more, I don't know, a little upset about, I personally just learned this week that the Gray Cat armor is, what is it called? What do they call them? I forgot what it's called now.
The utility armor, you mean? They're used for the Gray Cat that they sold? That
that they sold with the DS. That they haven't even.
DS.
Yeah, that it's not even made yet.
No, yeah, they announced. You didn't know that it wasn't coming out till this summer.
Yeah, I didn't know that part. I didn't know that part. I didn't know that.
Okay.
I didn't know that there was JPEG armor in the game.
They have JPEG everything. JPEG ships.
I like it.
Yeah.
I was a little upset about that.
Okay, you expected it to come out with the patch or something that'd be coming out with the next patch.
I thought people was already wearing it.
Oh,
when they bought the DS.
Oh, you didn't read that part in there where it said it said coming in June or July.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had no interest in the DS, but I was like, go ahead, people, get your DS, get your armor. I was happy for them.
Wait, so did you buy the DS and the armor, or did you just bought the armor?
Oh no, I didn't buy any. I've no.
Oh, you didn't buy
that whole area of mining.
Area
of gameplay is nothing to do with me.
So I was just happy
for.
So what were you upset about? What were you upset about?
I was. No one. Nowhere has I've ever heard anyone talk about there being JPEG armor in the game. I did not know it was a thing.
There's JPEG ships in the game.
Oh no, I knew about the ships. I was cool. I've been coming into the game. I was cool with the ships.
My brother, we've had JPEG guns. We've had JPEG guns, right? JPEG armor, JPEG everything, JPEG flowers.
I give you one better. JPEG land. You can buy land claim.
That's true.
Now 6 years ago, you still have land.
Yeah. No, we have learned over the years to look for the fine print, boy, because and don't get me wrong, I can understand it, because usually when they show some armor, it usually does come out within the next patch. So I definitely get that one. That one I do get. Ships we kind of understand.
Like I was like that, man.
Well, don't get upset.
Talking to somebody in Discord, wondering why they not posting pictures with their armor and the DS. Like I haven't seen nobody wearing the armor. What's up with that? And people are like, oh, it's not out yet. What?
Well, you know what? There is something that they explained in this particular video that kind of answers some questions. And I don't know if it was you, Fist. Someone mentioned about the fact that they noticed that this particular armor, normally we get a helmet, right? We get torso, we get arms and legs, but there's a fifth element with this one, which is the backpack. And if you look at it, there is a hose that runs from that pack to the front of the armor for that Argo armor. And they talked about in here this intricate thing now that certain armors will have certain things that will activate and move and animate based upon if you have on all of that particular armor. And so there may be certain functionalities that you can get. That's why the Gray Cat armor there's something special about it in relation to mining. I don't know what it is, but evidently it's not really being sold as like armor for like going to combat. And from the armors they showed us here, they showed us some very specialty armors. We saw the one that was heat, which was made out of all cloth. Some of you all may know that in Pyro 3 is a magma planet. It's kind of like a Star Wars version of Mustafar, basically, I guess. So I would assume that type of armor, that cloth armor, the insulated thing would be something you would use there. Because I always wondered why we wearing this big old heavy metal armor when we go to a hot planet. That never made sense to me. So now that I've seen this, it kind of makes a little bit more sense. Fastcart, what about you? Were you impressed with anything you saw here, or was it just like armor's armor? Let's keep rolling.
I was impressed with the armor that had no name, just like Pop's face and Fist's face were. The steam-powered armor, that's steam-powered armor, but it reminded me of a steam-powered armor when they said that you could have steam coming out of it. I wonder how many people bought the Black Panther armor. I just want to know the number of people who bought that piece of armor.
Versus the pink. Yeah, he's talking about the kitty armor, the space kitty armor that was given out on this last patch. There were three colors and one of them was black. Yep.
Right. Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
And I liked how it said that. I mean, it sounded like that's not exactly what it said, but it sounded like armor would have a set bonus. You have all the pieces of armor. You have you get something to activate that. That sounds like a set bonus.
Yeah. I'm one of those people that hope that it is like that. When you play, anyone who's played Elder Scrolls Online, I don't know about any other games, but I know ESO. Yeah, if you're wearing all of a certain set, you get some type of bonus or perk to it. And for this one, it may be just functionality. Maybe there's something that would normally work that doesn't work if you don't have on the accompanying piece that goes along with it. I'm not necessarily looking for buffs per se, but I think that there should be some uniqueness other than just cosmetic uniqueness, especially if they're going to put all this animation and work into them. So I know a lot of people like to mix and match, and that's cool. Some people mix and match because of the way it looks. Some people mix and match because of the specs on the armor. You know, they may want to be able to, they don't want to wear all, let's say all heavy armor because it makes them, you know, slow down and hurts their stamina, but they may only wear a heavy torso, but their legs and their arms are light or medium. You know, folks will mix and match that way too. But anyway, let's see.
Or do the opposite.
Yeah, or do the opposite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I just want to say one thing. Pops.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Fast Card. He said, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to say, I feel like it's been a while since we've seen Jay Lee on ISC. Like, we've seen him on Star Citizen Live a lot, but we haven't seen him on ISC in a while, I think.
That's true.
Do you agree?
That's true.
Yeah, so I love me some Jay Lee, so thanks for having me. I'm glad he was on again.
Yeah. It says Splinter Pro, thank you for the sub. That's awesome. Hey, we are at, by the way, I didn't mention this, we are at 981 followers. We're pushing up on that 1,000 mark. And don't forget, if we get to that 1,000 mark, we're going to have a very special giveaway. So, yeah, we're going to be kind of getting there. So let folks know. And we'll do that hopefully within the next week or maybe, who knows, maybe tomorrow, on this Sunday, maybe, who knows what'll happen. Pops, what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that wasn't me.
Oh,
that was Uriah.
Oh, Uriah. I'm sorry. Uriah. You're right. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, did they mention why that stealth armor? Why does it look like it's a heavy armor?
Which one was the stealth one?
It was like gray and like very.
Let me see if I can.
Cool tones.
This one here. Like, I think it's this one here. Is that one the one you're talking about?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, like they said it was a stealth armor.
Yeah,
but it looks like it's a heavy armor.
It looks when you get up to the top, it does look kind of bulky. But you know what? Again, this is what I'm talking about. Maybe there's something about the armor tech-wise that creates that. You know, does it put out something that, you know, reduces your body temperature and makes it so that you're not as detectable? I don't know if it's going to be based on weight if it's stealth, because your point is well made. But again, I'm hoping that maybe the mechanics of the armor, there's something in there that makes that a stealth armor. Because look at the way the head is designed. The eyes are electronic. They're not, you're looking out through your eye, you know, through some type of lens. So maybe there's something to the armor itself.
I'm glad you pointed that out, because I'm dying right now for doing those cave missions. We really need night vision in this game, like ASAP.
Yeah. Well, we might need night vision just in general. Period. To be honest with you, as time goes on, right? So. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up from where we left off at. This is the part we're going to be looking at for Orison, so let's get into that, okay?
But up next, the upcoming Alpha 314 is scheduled to bring with it the addition of Stanton's newest landing zone. So let's take a brief look at the currently in development industrial platform of Orison, and get a refresher on who Crusader is and what they do in the Star Citizen universe.
Like I said, Origin.
Let me emphasize too, they said this is the industrial platform. This is not all of Orison, so.
They got their start way back at around the time of the fall of the Messers. August Dunlow, the founder of the company, he saw the new economy about to take off and thought that there was a way that he could make money and redirect it back into the community. And that was at the very foundation of Crusader Industries. Back in the late 29th century, when the Stanton system was discovered, the UEE was kind of hurting for funding. This idea was put into place of maybe they could sell the land of these inhabitable worlds to private corporations to make funds for the UEE. And so Crusader saw this and saw the potential for how it could change the way they built ships. They wouldn't need their full teams to be EVAing and wearing full suits and protective gear. They could have them in breathable environment. And so in 2863, Kelly Kaplan, the CEO, convinced Crusader to purchase one of these worlds, and that's how the planet became known as Crusader. So when Crusader bought the planet, they needed a base of operations and started building out the Providence platform, which was the original naval shipyard. When they were building Orison, Crusader really wanted to have it be a nice place to visit. We also like this idea of this veneer and sheen pleasantness that comes to it. So there is those elements of like almost a theme park with like the tour shuttle that you can go on, and with the parks. So there's this feeling of just a beautiful place to visit. So the three main locations that players are going to visit when they head down to Orison is August Dunlow Spaceport, named after the founder of Crusader Industries, Cloudview Center, which is the main kind of habitation, relaxation, hangout area. There's shopping, there's dining, there's entertainment. And from there, you can head out to Providence Industrial Platform, which is one of the main manufacturing hubs where Crusader is building their ships.
So this is Providence Industrial Platform. We're in a debug mode right now, which is white albedo, because we're going through our lighting pass at the moment. So when the patch comes out properly, you'll be able to experience it in its full glory with all proper lighting and whatnot. So starting from the very beginning, so this is the kind of ingress point for this particular platform here. So we've got a part where we come from the commercial district, and then we have a landing where you come from the spaceport. One of the things that we really wanted to chuck in, and Chris really wanted to have this, was that it's like if you go to a car, like one of the big car companies, they have like exclusive tours and whatnot. So we kind of have this tour shop that's in here. So if you're not a worker or you're not coming over for business or anything like that, you would come in here, you could buy merch, you can look at all the schwanky ships that are being made, and then you can go on a tour of the actual manufacturing plant. Down the right here we have a workers entrance, which is for the actual platform itself. We're going to have a uniform shop here for those guys if they forget something, and then we have the official workers entrance here, which will go to a train which allows them to travel up and down the colossal dry dock that we've got here. So that's one side of the workers area. You're not going to expect any like huge die presses or anything over here. This is more big ships are coming in and dropping off like raw materials to help in the construction. Kind of an interesting space, the way that it's been situated within the platform itself. And then coming out the other side, you can see the rest of Providence platform that we're on right now. And then down here, we have, on this deck in particular, we actually have some escape pods. So this is actually an escape pod here. So this is like, in case of an emergency, people can escape and like become neutrally buoyant within the atmosphere. And then continuing along this way here, if we go up this little walkway up here, we kind of have this mid deck. So if I zoom out, you can kind of see where we are. So this is that admin fluid buffer area, and logistics are over here. So we've kind of got this in between deck here. As part of that,
thank you for the follow.
Add a little bit more functionality to these spaces so that we can have the potential to expand upon them in the future. So we've gone in and we've added in a lot of screens around the place that potentially could be interactable. And we also have a little port here which lets us go down and service some of the equipment potentially. Part of what we were really trying to achieve here was like really getting that sense of vertigo. So when you're like just floating above nothing but cloud, you kind of just, it's just you and nothing basically at that point, which is something we don't really have anywhere on our planet apart from in space, right? On that note as well, this is not the proper level, this is just a construction level that we're using and trying to get a vibe of what this could potentially look like in the actual proper level. Just to make sure before everyone gets too excited, this is not what the final product is going to look like. This is not the actual Crusader, it's just a construction level.
So for the first release, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff to go and check out and explore on the platform. But what's great is that we're planning to add even more down the road in future releases for the players to do there.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that the new armor archetypes aim to add more function to the already impressive styling of Star Citizen's character armors. That even if you play a support role like mining, you deserve to look just as badass as everyone else. And that Crusader is more than just a planet and a brand, it's a whole way of life. I really need to be in the clouds. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. We'll see you all next week.
Okay. Pops, I'm gonna start up with you on that. Orson, how's it looking to you?
If I can do two things, I want to give my man Dark Knight shout out for his Starliner. Because I know that's one of his ships. The main thing I really liked and enjoyed, I want to get in that tour, the manufacturing tour. Because I want to see them because Griff, you mentioned it about them. When our ships go down, they have to fix it. So if you're standing there, maybe something like that, if they have fixing your ship and you actually get to see them building your ship, I think that would really be cool.
That would be cool. That would be very cool. Okay. Fist, what about you?
You know what? When I first watched this, I didn't realize what he said about those escape pods. And now this has me curious, like what could go wrong? What could go wrong?
With a floating city? With a floating city? With a floating city?
I am curious because now guess what? The little kid in me wants to trigger that event to see what.
And the grown man of you will be in Klesher. I don't think you want to do that.
Exactly. But exactly, you're exactly right. But no, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, those skate pods. Okay, whoa. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. That's what Ops Chief says. What does that button do? That's what Ops Chief says.
Exactly.
There you go.
Like Homer Simpson.
Yeah, really. All right. What about you? What did you think of the Orson? I know there's some concept images as well as the white box in there. What'd you think?
Well, the design and modeling team, they did their job. Like, I don't really get excited for new locations. Like, so new locations are always fun for the first week of a new live. But I really was hoping that they would talk about what new game mechanics or gameplay for the game is going to come in with these places, like actually going to happen.
What type of gameplay would you like to see if there was something you'd like to see implemented? What would you like to see implemented if you had a priority or something?
For that location specifically?
No. In general.
In general.
Or it could be in relation to Orson even. Whatever.
Hacking, some actual interaction with hacking consoles instead of hypothetical. Box delivering or exchanging. Some like exchanging of packages. Like I'll drop off a package to pick up a different package.
Gotcha.
Like something like that would be cool. Even picking up cargo that isn't just the quantum sensitive and other stuff, like cargo that is real specific to that location and like needs to be shipped there, like food that like you can clearly see that this food is being sold at this place.
So you've got to go somewhere specific to get something, and maybe there's a certain location, there's not a famine, but something going on where you've got to specifically deliver something like that.
No. I mean, like the restaurants and stuff that are in the game, like delivering food stuff for them.
Okay.
Fish donuts.
Okay. Yeah, like the fish donuts. Okay. All right.
Yeah, like just to show that there's like what we're delivering has an actual purpose and you can see where it's going to.
Okay. I got you. Okay. Fair enough. Fast Cart, what about you?
That opening scene with the whole station and everything, it kind of looked like a big golf course to me. I mean, I'm not saying that's bad or anything, but that's what it reminded me of. It's like I can imagine someone taking a golf ball and just going forward and see how far the ball can go before it goes into the cloud. But I just want to say those escape pods are huge. I don't know what. Maybe they got to fill them up with the food and water and all the other equipment, but they're pretty big. Op Chief just making cloud sailing ship races. I can just imagine right now, if you want to take part in that, just activate Death for Spaceman before you even get started, okay? That's just asking for something to go wrong.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I want to go back to something that Uri was saying, and just maybe this will brighten the smile on his face a little bit. 314 has got some of the mechanics that he was requesting. So that's one good thing, I guess we could say. There is the, you guys know the inventory thing is kicking in 314. But also the healing of NPCs, where you have to be able to heal people and do a mechanic with the medical stuff. They're also implementing the hacking technology that's coming in 3.14 as well, and law system surrender, healing, all that other good stuff. So yeah, and there's always the desire to see more mechanics come in, because it gives us more things to test and play in the game versus just kind of, as he mentioned, some things you kind of go in for a little bit, and then once you've seen it, you go out. And it's at different levels for different people. There's some people who hit the game when an update comes out. They're there for that weekend. They're gone. Some people are in for 2 weeks. Some people stay in until the next patch comes in. But let's hope that this year, I think there's a lot of good stuff on the gameplay mechanic side that will start coming in this year. Because believe me, the earlier years, there was no gameplay. The biggest mechanic you had was flipping your helmet. That was the biggest mechanic that we had in the game, was flipping your helmet.
And hanging out in your hangar. Then it came Arena Commander. So every so often there's something, they add something new.
Yeah,
but yeah, it takes a while.
But there's more stuff coming out now than ever before. And I know it sounds like a thing, but it's the truth. And if you look at the roadmap, and if these things remain on the roadmap, then hopefully we'll start seeing more stuff that gets players more engaged for a longer period of time, and not just for those short waves, as you mentioned, Uri. It's a good point. Okay. Wow, we are already past ISC, and so there was no SCL for us. I don't think they pushed one out late, did they? Did anybody see? Because sometimes they push them out late, but I don't think SCL came out this week, and I'm sure that's probably because they were also working on trying to get this patch out tonight, so it may have taken greater priority for them to focus in on that.
SCL's Star Citizen Live, right?
Yeah,
it came out like an hour ago.
Or it did finally come out. They did push it out. That's what I'm saying, because it wasn't out an hour, before we started the show. It wasn't out yet. So we didn't. Yeah. So the bad thing about that is that I didn't prep for it, and since I don't prep for it, I can't do it raw. But we are gonna make a couple of announcements tonight. Let's see, it's 11:30 now. Yeah, we've got some time. One of the things that we are going to do is look at a machinima. This is a special machinima. And we're talking about it tonight. We're going to look at it tonight, but we're going to talk about it on Sunday. And the name of this machine, what's the name of it, Fast Cart? What's the name of this one?
The Vindicator?
The Vindicator. The Vindicator.
I'm sorry. Yeah, people are in shadow, right? It was Calling All Dev, not SC Live. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, but it's still the same thing. It's still SCL. It was a Calling All Devs. What was it was a TOE episode, J2? Was it any good?
Yeah,
is it a sleeper? Because if it's a sleeper, I don't want to put it on.
It wasn't a sleeper. It was very.
All right, you're right. All right, we can beat you down if it wasn't. Is that what you're gonna say?
Oh, you're not gonna want to beat me down. Well, you're gonna want to beat me down for.
Okay.
For suggesting it.
Okay, so are you saying we should?
It's a very emotional one.
So are you saying we should watch it?
Oh yeah, I would like to see you watch it. I would like to get some giggles. Yeah.
Is it an hour long?
You want to see it?
I don't know how long it is. It is.
Wait a minute. J2 says it's a 30-minute explanation of why we don't have Toad. That's not sounding good. No. If that's what it is, I don't want to see that. No, I'm not trying to see that. Why are you trying to inflict pain on us tonight? That's something we can watch later. Now, if you told me Toad was coming out in the next patch, I'd be like, okay, let's watch it. That's not good.
I would enjoy it.
No. This show is for we enjoy. This is a we enjoy. You have to move into the we mode. Okay. Yeah. So we will encourage you guys. Yeah, we will encourage you guys to watch the episode at your leisure this weekend. Okay. And while you enjoy this new patch update, you all enjoy watching the Calling All Devs. So let's go ahead and jump into our machinima. This machinima was made by Galactic Enterprises, and there's a reason why that's very special. Fist to Face, could you tell us what's so special about Galactic Enterprises?
Well, basically, as far as the org, we
wait. Oh wait, that wasn't the question. Why is it special? Because
so special.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. It sounded like you said, well, why is Galactic Enterprise so special? But I apologize. But anyway, no. But no, this one is special because obviously for Sunday's show, this is something we're going to be talking about as far as how the relationship between your client and the person who's as me who actually produced the music in here.
Oh, wait. Could you say that again? That's what I wanted to hear. It's special because who put it together? Who put it together? Oh, y'all listen, he wearing me out. Y'all get where I'm trying to go with this. This is Fists.org, and they put this video together. This is the first time we've had some people. This is the first time we've had some people who actually did their org, did the video on our show, and that's what's so special about this. So Pops and Fist, this is their org, this is their video, and we want to give them some shout outs tonight. So, but you're right, Fist. We are going to talk about it on Sunday. Yeah, Pops.
Yeah. I want to say something. It's Lucky. He's in the channel.
Oh, Lucky. That's right. Lucky. I'm sorry.
That's
Lucky.
what I wanted to go into.
Okay, yeah. Lucky also. Lucky, one of our supporters who's always here. There he is. Lucky 13. Got the wink of the eye there. Lucky is also a part of this. So y'all give them some shout outs. We're gonna play their machinima tonight. And we're going to give it our. Y'all make sure y'all grade it on the good side, y'all. It's a good. It actually is good. I enjoy watching it. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Lucky's the mastermind. We did the music for him.
Okay, so Lucky did all of the direction and getting it together, and Pops and Fist worked on the soundtrack, the music for this particular one. And then on Sunday, our show Sunday is on music, and so they're going to be back to go into this with a little bit more detail than tonight. Tonight we're just watching it. Okay, so let's jump into that. Okay, here we go.
Sorry, did I interrupt you?
Vargas didn't mention sending any escorts.
Yeah, he didn't mention it to us either.
What are you doing here then?
You know, doing some extra work to make some extra pay.
Well, I guess it's good you're here then.
Yeah, and it's perfectly right where you should be.
Halt! There was an SOS signal sent from Armageddon in this location. What happened here? Where is the Armageddon now? I'm gonna scan your ship and check your serial number. Never mind. Carnigan, is it? Hey, wait a minute. unfortunate and unseen event has struck us while at a vulnerable state. We will get vengeance on our enemy, our foe. Silence. We are presented with two alternatives for the promotional ceremony. Silence. I now announce Gurov and Carnigan. Only one of these men will be promoted to Deathhead, the leader of Death Squad.
Carnigan got the shipment blown up. I heard him speaking with one of his squadmen.
What are you saying? Gurov, do you have any evidence of this?
Yes. Silas, step forward. Tell him what you have.
Never mind. I see someone has a story also. Is this true, Carnigan? Would you sell out your own kind?
I've done no such act. He's lying. Anything to take the position.
Is that so? He will see how traitors are dealt with.
He's supposed to be in Ahab's. Ab number 14.
I hate coming to Grimhex. This place is such a dump.
Yeah, here he is.
Ah, Carnigan. Yeah, this is him.
What? Where am I?
Yeah, we're placing you under arrest for the destruction of Armageddon.
Armageddon? No, I had nothing to do with that. I've been set up.
Set up or not, we got a tip, you're the guy.
You know what the boss said. He has to get to the pit.
Yeah, I remember. No broken bones, yada yada.
Guys, where's my clothes?
We don't have all day, Carnigan. Mr. Gold is waiting for you.
What? Where am I?
I recognize most of those names.
Alrighty. The Vindicator, episode 1. Episode 1. Pops, I gotta skip you. Face to face, I gotta skip you. So you guys don't get to make any comments about this because we you know. So Arai, I'll put it on you. What did you think of the Vindicator? Is this, wait, let me ask a question. Fist, was this you guys' first outing, you and Lucky? Was this you guys' first outing on a machinima?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, Arai.
It was really well done. Very entertaining. Well edited. Like the pacing was on point. I noticed something that stuck out a lot. The at the job rack, that flashlight, a spotlight. That was a flashlight, right?
At which part? At which part? Which part, Ryan?
And they were on the ground.
At the job. Like the people that was on the ground.
I thought, you know what I thought he was using? I thought he was using the Cutlass Red spotlight. You're lucky. Is that what you? Oh, it was a helmet light. Wow. Okay.
Oh, with the helmet light. Oh, okay.
Wow.
That thing was.
Yeah, that thing was putting out. I figured he was using the Cutlass Red's beam. Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, the cow. The cow skull.
A lot of shit.
Yeah, it's sure for real. It's pretty cool. Very good. Fast Cart, what'd you think of it? The Vindicator.
I saw the cow. I saw the cow skull, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, it's good use.
He got a face full of cow skull. No, I got a comment on the music. I like the music choice. I didn't appreciate being trolled though. The troll lost song. No,
I love that.
No.
That was a great opening. I laughed as soon as I heard it. I was like, I've never heard anybody put that song to use in anything. So it's great to see it other than on YouTube, right? So I thought it was pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, you did a great job on the music, Fist and Pops. You guys, the music was very moody. It definitely set the mood for it. And yeah, for you guys for a first outing, I thought it was good. And like I said, look at episode 1. We're looking forward to seeing episode 2. You guys are gonna have to let us know. You have to let us premiere it on our show when you guys get it.
Exclusive premiere.
Yeah.
World premiere.
World premiere. Yeah, we'll do the world premiere for you guys. Lucky, great job. You guys, all of your team that worked on that. That was really, really cool to see. You guys did a great job. Okay.
Can I make a plug real quick for it though?
Sure, go ahead.
We do need actors.
Okay.
We do need if anybody's interested,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we do need some actors if you're interested. Like Lucky said, you know, all are welcome.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. All right. You don't have to be in the Screen Actors Guild or anything, gang. So if y'all want to help them out,
Just
feel free to come on in.
Have fun.
Now, you know, when you do a movie, when they don't pay you, you know they feed you, right? So is that part of the plan? Are y'all feeding folks? Or no? Okay. Well, I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Not even in gas.
Okay.
I mean, Lucky did say that. If I remember correctly, real quick, I
Mm-hmm.
do remember if it and Lucky, correct me if I'm wrong. He did say he will pay.
Oh, he said he'll pay. Okay. Is he paying with Alpha UEC? Is this going to be real money, imaginary money? What's the?
This is AUEC.
Oh, AUC. Okay. Okay. All right. Long as folks know.
Make sure you put your A in front.
Covering the details. GoMap says that he's got to get SAG rate, so he's not in. So
he said UEC. Oh wait.
oh boy, there you go. Look at that. Whoa. Fancy Nancy.
Want to make sign me up? What a sign up list say?
But for that, I can imagine you going up in there and eating all the food from the catering services and whatnot.
No, listen, you got to remember, I used to do films, and the way you got actors, if you couldn't pay them, was you fed them. And that's all they cared about. As long as if they're on the set all day, better make sure you got some oranges, some yogurt, some health bars, whatever. But that was the way you paid them. So yep, just passing it on. Okay. But no, you guys did a great job, Lucky. Great job. Thanks for letting us show this tonight too. Okay. I also made a promise to you guys last week when we watched a video that we hadn't seen before called Kraven. And I told you that if I found out that there were other chapters to it, that I would try to find them and show them. And I happened to find out that there is a chapter 2 and a chapter 3. So since we didn't do the SCL or the Calling All Devs tonight, I figure we'll take those in. They're short, and I know we all got a good laugh out of it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this as well. Edwin Carmen, thank you for the follow, by the way. And Jalop, I know I said earlier, thank you, but thank you again for both of you guys following us tonight. We appreciate having you guys here tonight. So yeah, let's take a look at Kraven 2. If you guys remember last week, Kraven got back to his job and found out that his boss was gone and he wasn't going to be able to go to work. The next day was his last day of work. So we're going to pick up from there, okay?
Oh my god. What do they put in the fizz that makes it burn so bad? Oh my god. If you shake it more than twice, you're playing it. Can't believe it's my last day of work. What am I gonna wear? Maybe I should wear something flashy and brighten the day up. Well, I'm looking good, but the pants keep riding up my crack. I'll find that speaker one day, and I'll disconnect it. Oops! Someone spilled their coffee there. It's the only real job I ever had, unless you count the time I worked at the ramen shop when I was a teenager. Hey Jimmy, how's your day going so far?
Word up, Kraven. Why the hell do you look like Eddie Murphy?
Eddie who? Is that a joke? Have a good one. Hey buddy, Here's some good advice. Halloween was like 3 months ago. You can take that ridiculous mask off now. Can't remember the last time I drove my own ship to work. Oh, why do they close the doors right after they open them? Stupid doors. Gonna do my last run, get my last check, go have a beer, and then reassess my life. I hear Kovalax is hiring, and again, Kovalax is always hiring. I could do ramen again, or I could finally follow my dreams and grow TikTok. Sit around doing rips all day, watching TV. That would be a thing of beauty. Hey Seth Brundle, your fly's down. Hey Kenny. Well, I guess I'm here to do my last load ever. Collect my check. You got it?
Hey, Kraven. The boss hasn't come in yet with the checks. But you can run your load.
What do you mean no checks? Is he not gonna pay us? My last load, I'd like to have my money.
You and me both, Kraven. He hasn't returned since yesterday.
He hasn't returned? Boss man's never away from here for that long. It's really strange. None of this makes any sense. I'm gonna go check the boss's office for clues. He had to have gone somewhere. Someone should know where he is. What rock is that? Never seen anything like that. So the boss man was looking at this rock. And then he says to Kenny he's getting rid of the prospectors and replacing everything with mold. Where is he? Looks like the rock doesn't even appear on the periodic table. Did he discover something new? Looks like he had a meeting with someone named Strange Dewitt from Argo on ArcCorp. His appointment with Argo must have been important. He missed work, and he hasn't paid any. Guess I'll ask if anyone saw him on ArcCorp when I go and drop off my load today. Aziz, my load today is too big for the Adamant. I'm gonna need a company car.
Alright, Kraven, I'll have him load the Betty White for you. Pad 12, take it.
Roger, roger. What a piece of junk! Will it even fly? This ship's older than I am. What is Aziz thinking? Its manufacturer's serial number is 4. Can't believe it started.
Take it easy on the Betty White, Kraven. She's an old ship.
What the? Houston, we have a problem. Aziz, name your ship or fix this one now.
Kraven, what did you do to the ship? Oh, land it back at the pad. We'll get it fixed.
Never underestimate what duct tape and Flex Seal can do. Well, she may only have one engine, and I'm gonna have to limp my way to ArcCorp, but at least I won't be fried Kasi meat by the time I get there. Well, I could always get a job at Whammer's Burgers. Hi, welcome to Whammer's. Would you like to try a Whammer? How hard could that be? Heck, I can maybe even move that Area 18 or ArcCorp the heck out of Orville. Hey, it says right here that TikTok is legal on ArcCorp for medicinal purposes. And the air looks like they wrote 5 billion prescriptions for it, too. Area 18 Air Traffic Control, this is the UEE Betty White, requesting landing clearance and carrying minables and tools from the Area A Snapper Mining Company. Over.
Please proceed to sign landing.
Alright, looks like I'm touching down in the Galactic Ganja capital of Stan. Whoa, these crosswinds are pretty fierce when you only got one engine. Now I just gotta figure out where I transfer my load, get my pay, find out if anyone's seen the old man, maybe hit a cafe or two while I'm here, since I don't have to worry about drug testing anymore. Let's hope these humans don't put music in their moving boxes too. The hell's this noise? I can feel it in my chest. My eyeballs are vibrating. They'll have some crazy music on this planet. Anyway, I'm here from Snapper Mining and Oil. I'm here to drop off my last load.
That's all. Vicky here, dressed like Macrotech tree fruit. Oh, funny Van Doel.
What? I didn't understand what you said.
That's all, huh?
Hey, any chance you know Harry Snapper? My boss? Has he been here lately? I'm looking for him.
Crazy Van Doel want me knock off. Peace out.
What did I say to him? Make him run away like that?
You ask question. No one asks question here. I know your boss, man. He leave your money here. He say take back. To mines. Pay people. Then leave. Leave him alone. He let you go. Done. You fired.
Fired? Well, I guess I'll pick up everyone's pay, go back and pay them. It's a very odd way to end a 7-decade relationship. I guess I can't ask any questions here about it either. Very strange. These envelopes are very strange too. It's all very weird. Doesn't make any sense. Unless the boss is in danger.
Okay, we'll stop before we do part 3. I just want to see what was the highlight for anybody in this one. Pops, I'll start with you. Was there anything in here that was a funny part for you in here?
He's still laughing.
Oh, did we lose Pops?
No, I'm here. I'm just, yeah. Well, the ship blowing.
The engine?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fist, he's
great.
Yeah, he's funny. Fist, anything you enjoy in particular?
Yeah, he said he looked like Eddie Murphy from Raw. Red outfit on.
Yeah, that was funny.
He had me wrong.
It was.
And then he did
They threw the laugh in.
The laugh. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I had to mute myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to mute myself too for that. But he's good. He's good, man.
Alright. Yeah, alright. What about you? Was it the Eddie Murphy thing or something else?
No, it was the Eddie Murphy part was the funniest thing for me.
Okay.
That was well done. That was well done.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate how it was disrespecting the ton at all.
Well, you know what? I think both those sequences of the engine blowing up and him hitting the ceiling in that Pisces was, to catch you off guard, right? Because we're so used to doing those things, But I thought that was funny too when he hit hit them doors at the top. That was funny too,
Real quick, since you mentioned that, shout out to Hurston for that mechanic for opening the doors and closing the doors right away.
That's a feature.
That's a feature, right? That's a feature. Highlighting the game. Highlighting the game. Fast Card, what about you?
Never going away.
Yeah, what'd you like, Fast Card?
When you got to the last elevator and that music started booming and my eyeballs are vibrating.
In the elevator?
I was like, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, let's jump into part 3.
And that, my friends, is why you never let a turtle ride shotgun. In local news, explorers on Microtech near Outpost 54 say they've discovered a new type of fungus. They say it's the most delicious fungus they've ever tasted.
New food? Maybe I can digest it. I should go check it out. Can't be as bad as the other stuff I eat. Human food just rips the insides out of me. We won't even mention the rum ham. That was 3 days of bathroom hell. I still feel sorry for that little dog. He's had to recover by now. It's been 2 years. I doubt his fur's grown back though. Who knew vandals could shoot flames out of certain orifices? Outpost 54, don't fail me now. Hey look, a fruit tree. I'm gonna have to pick 1 or 2 of them. Make good money selling them to the TikTokers. Yeah, I guess it enhances the TikTok like 10 or 15%. Yeah, personally, I think it smells awful, but hey, it'll make me some extra credits and help me get my new vehicle. I'll pick a bunch of them. Alright, let's resume our continuing mission to find the Fungus-A-Mungus. Landing gear's stuck again. Need to get the Adamant in for repairs. Never should have hung up on the guy who kept calling about the ship warranty. Probably gonna be out here for hours trying to find this stuff. Wait, what's that? Oh my god, really? That must be the spot they were talking about. Let's hope we hit the jackpot. Yes! It's real, and it's here. Whoa, that smells worse than the bathroom stalls at the Grand Barter and Levski. Wow. Ooh. Okay, back to New Babbage. Think I need to eat this stuff close to medical personnel, just in case there's a problem. Landing gear's been down, you stupid computer. Most technologically advanced planet in the system, and they got the slowest moving doors. Oh, hey, look, another elevator ride. Because those never get old, and you never get stuck in them either. Yeah, Microtech's got some kick-ass music in their moving boxes. I guess I could do it right here. Medical office is right up the stairs. Let's hope this doesn't kill me. It's ugly, it stinks, and I got nothing to lose. Kinda like my prom night. Well, it tastes gross, but it didn't kill me. Feeling a little strange here. Did they turn up the lights or something? What's with all the colors? Why are my shoes talking to me? I think the hologram lady wants to kill me. Who am I always talking to? Why are there so many elevators?
So evidently eating that thing was not a good thing for Kraven. All right, Pops, that was part 3, a little bit shorter than part 2. What'd you think of it?
I want to see how he comes out of it.
Okay.
Eating stuff off the ground, don't know what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I think Quinn said that he needed to wash it first, I think is what he said. Fist, what did you think of the episode?
This one was cool, a little slower than the last one, though. You know, man, I wanted him to keep them jokes rolling.
Yeah.
He had me, man.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to him.
Okay. Mariah, what'd you think?
I agree, it was a little slower. I don't understand what this magical fuel source he using his Pisces on. You ain't making them round trip in the Pisces.
That's funny. That is funny.
He's using some of that fungus. That's what he used.
He's using something.
That's what
Something. FC, did you like that episode?
Yeah, I liked it. The other ones were funny, but he had me when I got into the elevator and that music started playing. I had to throw up the horns and do some headbanging for that music right there.
Yeah, I am interested to see where he goes with this. I think, was it Fastcard? Was it you who spoke to this guy? Somebody we know spoke to him and told him, if you're in chat, whoever it was who told me, they let him know that we ran this, and he was really happy and excited that because I guess he put this out a little while ago. The views on what are the views on it, Fastcard? Can you bring up that first one? Because there aren't a lot of views on it. Yeah, there weren't a lot of views on it. And we told him that we were thinking about, it was Admiral Kusanagi. That's who it was. Thank you, GoMap. Admiral Kusanagi made contact with him, and he was very excited that we showed this. So yeah, you guys go there and give him some likes for the videos, because I think it's creative. I mean, a lot of the machinima we get is kind of based around, you know, combat and what we think Star Citizen will be, but the fact that this person's kind of gone the whole avenue of a comedic piece with it and building this story is kind of cool. So I like it a lot. I hope we see more stuff like that.
Yeah, still bringing it up, but the last one had 48 views, and I'm loading the other one.
Okay. Yeah, I know there's not like a ton of them.
The second one had 50 views.
50
yeah,
views.
The second one had 50 views, and the first one had 186.
Yep. And when did it come out, the first one?
The first one is 3 months ago, the second one is 2 months ago, and the last one 1 month ago.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Yeah, so that's basically it for tonight. We did tell you guys that we had some information we wanted to share with you all. We are changing the format of our shows for Soul Citizens, and so tonight is actually going to be the final night for Friday Night Live. We are going to be doing a merging of this show along with our Sunday show. And so we are going to still keep the format of the Sunday show, but we're going to bring some elements of this show, particularly the Q&A and talk part, to the latter half of our Sunday show. So today you all are actually participating with us and on our last stream of Friday Night Live. And so we want to tell you guys thank you. Right, Fastcart, what can we tell folks? Thank you for supporting us on Friday night.
Thank you, and it's been fun. It's a great community. It's been great. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys have really been here hanging out with us. Some of you guys Friday night, this is like the thing for you to do. Sometimes if you got nothing else to do, you hang out with us. Sometimes you do have stuff to do, you hang out with us. So we really, really appreciate it. As always, we talk to you guys about following us in our social media. So please do that if you haven't done it already. We have a very, very, very special show this Sunday. It is called Vote for Pedro. What movie was that from, Fastcart? Do you remember? Vote for Pedro.
No, I don't remember. Sorry.
Oh, does anybody in our room? What is it, Fist?
Yes, I do.
What's it from?
That is my greatest, best movie. What's it? Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite. Okay. Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite. GoMab got it as well. Yeah, and so we're doing a show that's on to be on the music of Pedro Camacho. Not just the music that it is mostly on the music he's done, but it's also talking about what does it mean to put music in video games. And all of us who are into Star Citizen in some way or other have been influenced or heard Pedro's music throughout the game. We're also going to learn a little bit more about him and about the fact that his music goes beyond Star Citizen. I was really impressed by some of the stuff that I saw a little while back. They have done a few Inside Star Citizens on him, but they haven't done them since like the like around 2015. And so we're going to take a look at those. Yeah, we're going to take a look at those, talk a little bit about it. Our special guests are going to be Pops in Space and Fist to Face. They run a music production company. In fact, the music for our show, the opening song and the song you're hearing in the background right now, I'll turn it up a little bit so you can hear it. This is the music that they created for the show. And so they also, as we mentioned earlier, created the show music for the Vindicator machinima that you saw earlier. And so they're going to talk a little bit about, why music is important. I think any of us who are into movies and stuff, we kind of get the fact that sound goes just as much as well with visual. And so Sunday, we're going to be highlighting that. We're going to have a really, really good time on Sunday. I tell you, you don't want to miss Sunday show. Just be here. That's all I can tell you is to be here on Sunday. What else is going on, Fast Cart? There's something else we're supposed to be telling folks about. Oh,
yeah, we got the tomorrow night we have our Bar Citizen, the Bar Soul Citizen.
Yes.
I'm gonna put the information into Twitch chat. It's tomorrow 8 p.m. Eastern, and you'll get you click on the link, you put in the RSVP, and you get the information back and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, and
I'll be there.
And we have someone from CIG who has signed up to say that they're going to be there tomorrow. So we may get some other folks. So you guys want to come tomorrow and get to talk to folks from around the country? We don't know. I mean, we've opened it up to everybody. It's not just the Soul Citizens. It's anybody within the Star Citizen community. So we're going to be doing a trivia game with some giveaways. We're going to do a treasure hunt, and we're going to do a Name That Tune. So you guys make sure you're there. We're going to do some introductions at the beginning. Folks can kind of put faces with names and all that good stuff. And then after that, we're going to try to have some fun and just talk and maybe have some breakout rooms. We're still trying to figure out how we're going to do it, but we'll make it happen some type of way. We'll have a good time tomorrow. And then again, don't forget to come back on Sunday and join us for Soul Citizens at 8 p.m. Eastern time, where we do our show on the music of Pedro Camacho. So anything, Fast Cart, you want to tell anybody before we duck out of here? This is the last night for Friday, so whatever you got to say, get it out of you, get it out. Well, we got to wait before you say it. Thank our guests. We're here. Mr. Face, Pops, thank you guys. You guys are always here. You guys have been hanging out with us almost every week. Orion, thank you for dropping in. He finally bit the bullet and has popped in with us for a couple of weeks, and it's nice to have him here. He's always been in chat as well, but he's popped in and gave us a voice, so we appreciate you being here too.
It's always a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure.
All right, Fast Cart, what you got to say before we check out of here tonight?
Oh, this is the last episode of Friday Night Live. You got my check.
Yeah, okay.
I can't leave without my check.
Yeah. You know what? You can get some of that money that Lucky's passing out, some of that AUE. That's gonna be about all that's gonna get passed around. Employees of the organization do not receive pay. You already know that, right? So that automatically puts you out as far as that goes.
It's time to go postal. Got to flip some tables.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. All right, so I'm trying to see who we can rate.
Oh, I'll just follow us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram and other social media. You can follow me on FastCart at twitter.com/fast_cart. That's my predominant social media. I'm on Tuesday with Miss Hart on 8 p.m. on the Base Radio on Twitch. Wednesday with Table of Horrors on that's on 7:30 Eastern. So, yep, that's it.
And are you doing a what's the thing I'm trying to say? Are you doing a thing this Tuesday with Miss Hart's?
Yes, that's the 80s show on the Base Radio.
You are doing one? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, listen, thank you guys, as always, for all your support, for being here with us again on Fridays. Hopefully, we'll see you guys on Sunday. Feel free to hit us up with some messages. Enjoy the weekend. Take care of yourself. Be safe. Stay healthy. We are going to set up a raid. I'm going to set it up after I show this next scene. But the raid is going to go to the real Shadowkin. Shadowkin used to be with the Yacht Club. He's got his own thing going on now. So we're going to send you guys over to him. And let's look at our very last scene. Let's celebrate it tonight. Last night, Pass Cart. You guys, as always, peace, love, and soul. Take care of yourselves.